Hey, this is Rubber Cheese. I'm just going to do a quick video demo of the Fitbit Versa 3 watch, and then afterwards quickly go over some of the things you can see on the Fitbit phone app. So this is a kind of medium-sized watch. It's not overly large, but it's also not one of the really thin ones that are out there. The display is really nice. Touchscreen works really well. Colors are pretty vivid. And obviously you're kind of seeing that when you flip it, it automatically turns on. Of course that can be turned off, but it works pretty well. And the other way you can start it is just by tapping on it, and it works good. And then there is that single button at the side. So included when you buy this is both a large and a small band. And the bands can be changed really easily. It just pops off and you can put the correct one on for you. On the back, of course, you can see all the sensors. And this watch is waterproof to a certain extent. You can wear it in the shower, but it's probably a good idea not to. If moisture gets in behind here, it can really irritate your skin. Also, if you wear it into the shower or something, the touch screen gets kind of wonky because everything's sort of, the water's clicking all over the place. So this is the default face. You can change them, but obviously it's showing the time, date, it's showing your steps, current heart rate, and calories burnt so far today. There are some quick buttons. So there's do not disturb. There's a night mode, which turns off the sort of auto wake up, so you're not disturbing yourself or your partner while you're sleeping. You can adjust the brightness, but currently it's on the auto brightness. There's also an always on display option. I don't usually use that because it significantly reduces battery life. Typically for me, I use between 10 and 15% of the battery in a given day. But when you have the always on display, it uses something like 40 to 45% each day. So I'll turn that back off. You can also disable the flip to wake up if you press this, and you can change the noise settings with this. Scrolling the other way over, you can see a summary of what happened today. You can manually start an exercise. You don't have to do this. The Fitbit's fairly good at estimating what you're doing, but sometimes it sets you up as the wrong exercise, so it's better to do it yourself. Also, that way the timer is a bit more accurate too. You can go into settings, you can adjust, you can make a schedule so that it automatically goes into sleep mode during the hours that you're typically sleeping, so you don't have to do that yourself each night. Obviously there's alarms, you can see local weather, there's a relax app, which I haven't really used. There's a timer, you can set up the Fitbit wallet. You can find your phone. Works pretty well, actually. And then there's also some apps that you can install. So I don't really use this as a smartwatch. I really just use it for the fitness tracking. And yeah, it works pretty well for that. As far as the pedometer goes, I do find that it's a bit optimistic. I think it's over counting steps by approximately 10%, but it does seem to be consistent. So my trends are comparable, even though the actual number of steps maybe aren't accurate. The heart rate monitor seems to be really good, and I'm not totally sure about the calorie count. As far as synchronizing between the phone, or between my phone and the watch, it generally works pretty well. It's typically updating automatically. I've only had an issue once where it didn't update for something like 12 hours, and I was able to fix that by restarting the phone. So based on that, I'm assuming that it was either an issue with the phone or possibly the app was hanging. I'm not totally sure what resolved that. So I just wanted to quickly show some of the things that you can do with the Fitbit app. Obviously, it shows you all the same information that's on the watch from today. If you wear it while you're sleeping, it'll also assign you a sleep score and count how much you slept. And you can go in and you can actually see the types of sleep, whether you're awake, if you're getting REM, or light or deep sleep, and it shows. And you can actually go through and sometimes maybe your partner gets up in the middle of the night, you can actually see that you were woken up by that. So it does seem to be pretty accurate. And I think the sleep score that it assigns me represents pretty well how I feel in the morning. So it does seem to be fairly accurate. You can also see exactly how many hours of sleep you got each night. And you can also see which hours you've slept each night, which is kind of cool. As far as the heart rate, so it'll plot your heart rate throughout the day for days, and it also comes up with a resting heart rate for you. And you can go in, you can pretty well see, almost figure out some of what you've done throughout the day based on your heart rate. And it'll also break down into cardio and also fat burn when you're doing exercises at higher heart rates. There's also some analysis. It'll put you into categories, like health categories, based on your heart rate. Don't really know how accurate it is, but it's kind of a cool feature. And then this is just sort of exercises. Like I mentioned, it is good, or it will automatically guess what exercises you're doing. It's not always accurate. This biking was actually me mowing the lawn. I'm assuming that the other stuff is reasonably accurate in it, but it wasn't really correct in guessing what I was doing. And then you can also go to your step count and compare steps day by day. Yeah. One other really cool thing about Fitbit, and what I think is better about Fitbit than many other systems, is it seems to be most popular. So you can go to community and you can add your friends. Once you've got friends, you can see their number of steps for the last 7 days, and it's a rolling total. And then you can also go to discover and then challenges, and you can invite your friends to do walking challenges. So that's nice for some extra motivation. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. There is some more detail in my review, so take a look. Overall, I really like the watch. Like I said, I don't believe it's 100% accurate, but it does seem to be very consistent. So if you're just benchmarking yourself, it really does everything that I think it has to.
Apparently this piece of wood has a heart rate. This is a blank piece of wood.
Actress in a supporting role in any motion video.